These are 3 things that you should not be doing to your hair at home, part 3. If you missed part 1 and part 2, definitely go back and watch those videos. So I'm going to be just talking about the things you should not be doing as I'm doing my client hair. I am getting ready to do a silk press on her hair, so I'm just shampooing her hair. But I do want to point out thing number 1 that you shouldn't be doing to your hair at home. You should not be shampooing your hair without detangling it first. Now, me as a hair care professional, I actually made a mistake. I thought this client had all her knots out, and normally I like to run my fingers through. I shampoo or lightly detangle, and the back of her hair had some knots and some tangles. So that's thing number 3 you shouldn't be doing at home. You want to make sure that you detangle the hair before you shampoo. Because if you don't, you're going to be like me. You're going to see when I get to the other side. She did have some tangles in the back. And the reason is, you want to detangle before you shampoo, because when that water hits it, it locks up, okay? And it can tangle even worse. So you'll see me right here. I'm taking my time detangling the hair. I did have the unbrush, but I wanted to go through and gently pull her hair apart first, because my brush was kind of getting a little caught back here in the back, so I had to take my time. So that's thing number 1 you want to do at home. If it's your shampoo day, take your time to detangle. And yes, as a professional, I should have known better, and it's no fault to this young lady. It's not her fault. It's me as a professional is to make sure that the hair is detangled before. And so I think this day I went in and I didn't effectively go through to see if all those knots out in the back. Now, praise God, they came out pretty quick. As you can see, this unbrush is doing what it's supposed to do. I am using the Honey Mimosa conditioner on her hair. It's from my product line, Marie's Legacy. So that's what I'm doing. It did soften the hair and help to detangle it. And so after I'm detangling, as you seeing, I'm going to put her hair in like a jumbo 2-string twist, because as you can see, my client got that kind of hair where it's coarse, it's thick, and if you just leave it out, it will, tangle within itself. And plus, you need the trim. So I wanted to make sure to keep her hair nice and separate. That's me using the Honey Mimosa not shampoo, but the conditioner. You want to emulsify and rub it into your hands first and then apply it. So putting it on her hair to soften it. But after you detangle that hair, you want to make sure that you twist it and put it out the way. So if you at home, this is tip number 1. This gonna let me know if y'all listening to this video and taking notes. I want you to put in the comments, detangle before you shampoo. That's how I'm gonna know that you actually listening and paying attention. Now, if you're driving and you can't, put in the chat, don't risk your life. It ain't that deep. You can just do it later, or just thank you for watching. So yeah, I had someone who came in my comments like not too long ago, and they was saying like how they have a hard time, I think, with their niece or their child hair. And it takes patience and it takes time, and I never want kids to be like traumatized. You see how I was just taking my hands and like detangling it a little bit, even with my hands. So I'm just really just taking my time with this child head, because I want her to keep all her hair on her head, and we have to be gentle. And the thing is, like, this type of hair course, it don't scare me. For a lot of people, they're overwhelmed and they just gonna rip your hair out. This appointment, I want to say, took about 3 hours, but maybe 3.5, because I really wanted to take my time and make sure I'm just not ripping her hair out. So I had to take the knots out one by one and then go through with the unbrush and then detangle it through. But honestly, even though this part, I think it took me about, I felt like it took me about 30 to 40 minutes just doing this detangling part. On the other side, I did speed it up, but this saved me so much time as I finished with the rest of her service, because her hair was detangled. So that's gonna be thing number 1. I'm actually doing this voiceover and I'm recording while my client is up on the dryer. So let me go rescue my client. Y'all ain't gonna even notice that I've been gone. So I'm gonna pause the voiceover right here. Y'all probably ain't need to know that, but I just thought I'll let y'all know that. So I'll pick this up later. Keep watching the video, which y'all gonna keep watching because y'all ain't going nowhere. Hopefully y'all not. I'll be back. All right, thing number 2 you shouldn't be doing to your hair at home is putting conditioner on your scalp. Now, for those who are used to watching my videos, you always hear me say shampoo is for the scalp and the conditioner is for your hair strands. So as I'm detangling my client's hair, you see I'm not purposely rubbing the conditioner on her scalp. That is going to cause buildup on your scalp and flaking on your scalp. So sometimes you'll see people and they be like, man, I just washed my hair. Why do I have flakes on my scalp? And sometimes it's due to maybe not shampooing properly, but also the conditioners on the scalp. So I just finished up my client's treatment. She set up on this micro mist hair steamer. So this helps penetrate the hair so her treatment can just get deeper into her hair strand. So thing number 2, you should be doing at home, putting conditioner on your hair. And when you put conditioner on your hair, make sure you really concentrate on the ends. Because remember, the ends of your hair are the oldest and they're the most fragile part of your hair. So it's been on your head the longest. So you want to make sure that you're really nourishing that part of your hair and concentrating the conditioner from the mid shaft to the ends. Do not put it on your scalp. Only put the shampoo in your scalp. So now as you can see, look how long and beautiful my client's hair is stretching out for her silk press. And she was due for a trim, but I am going in and now I'm flat ironing it. And as you can see, when I blow dry her hair, even though the video was sped up, I really take my time to get the hair as straight as possible. Because as you'll see here, when I go and flat iron it, I don't have to do multiple passes. I do not have to do multiple passes. One pass is all I do. So this is going to lead me to the third thing you shouldn't be doing at home. You should not be doing multiple passes flat ironing your hair. You should not be doing it. That's the third thing. Put that in the chat. Do not do multiple passes in your hair. Now the key is when you have did an excellent job blow drying, and here's the thing, y'all, you gotta take your time with the blow dry. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell my business. When I first started off doing silk press earlier in my career, I could never get that hair straight. But what you have to realize, if you're doing your hair at home, your silk press at home, the key is getting the hair as straight as possible during the blow dry. Do not rush. Take your time because the results are going to pay off. So your hair shouldn't look puffy. If it still looks puffy, that means you haven't blow dried enough. That means you need to take your time and keep blow drying it till you get it as straight as possible. And the reason why I say this is because now when it's time to flat iron your hair, all you have to do is one pass. Because really the flat iron, all you're really doing is silkening the hair. You're just locking everything in. You smoothing everything down. But most of the work is in that blow dryer. That's when you're going to really put in that work. And you're going to wear yourself out. But it's going to be so worth it because all you had to do is one pass. And this is just a little bonus tip. This ain't got nothing to do with the things you shouldn't be doing to your hair at home. But since we are using my clients as a voiceover right now to talk about things you shouldn't be doing, when you flat iron your hair, take small sections. Take small sections and also do diagonal parts. That's a gem right there. Do diagonal parts, especially if you got thick hair, because those diagonal parts, it helps get closer to that root and lay those roots down. But also when you blow dry your hair and getting it straight as possible, really make sure you get those roots dry and straight. Because if you rush on the blow dry, y'all, and the roots still kind of feel a little wet or a little puffy, you can end up doing, your hair gonna reverting quickly. Okay, so do not rush with that blow dry. Take your time. When it's time to flat iron, use small, thin sections like how I'm doing here. Do diagonal parts and take your time. And you see me, I'm chasing her hair with the comb. And I'm telling you now, if your hair don't look shiny, A lot of times, just a quick tip. Y'all see this comb I'm using? So even the teeth of your comb makes a difference. So I want to zoom in and show y'all that you want to use a comb with really, really small teeth when you chase the hair. So that way you can make sure that with the chase method, the comb is running through the hair first before the flat iron hit it. So that way it keeps it's able to get every strand of hair straight. That's why we trace it with the comb. You often might hear hairstylists say chase it with the comb. And that's why, because especially a really fine tooth comb, it's going to be able to get more to the nitty gritty and keep all that hair detangled as the flat iron is going down the shaft of the hair. But getting back to what I was saying about your hair looking shiny, some people be like, man, my hair don't have nice shine. These are just some bonus tips for y'all, because y'all still listening. I'm still flat on the hair. But if your hair is not shiny, more than likely, you didn't do what you were supposed to do when you shampoo your hair. The shampoo either was rushed or you used the wrong type of shampoo. When you see people with shiny hair, one or two things: their shampoo was done right, or it's in their diet. Did y'all know this? If you have a really good rich diet with good healthy fats like avocado and fish oil, you know that would naturally make your hair shiny without even using no kind of shine sprays or oils. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. But that's why I tell you, when it comes to hair care, y'all, it's so much more than, yes, I can recommend products. Yes, I can recommend tips you can be doing at home. But honestly, if you're taking care of your body and you're eating the right foods, your hair will naturally just be shiny without you having to add oil or extra sprays or serums. And then on top of that, if you got a good diet and you're using quality hair products, you shampooing your hair the right way and doing what you're supposed to do, hey, your hair is going to be really, really shiny. So just take that into consideration. I did some videos talking about the type of foods you should be eating for healthy hair and the type of vitamins. Just go searching on my YouTube page. You can just put in, you can just search what vitamins should I be taking and put Lisa Smiles on the end. And then the videos will come up and you'll see I got a plethora of live streams where I talked about how your diet plays a big role in your hair care. Because I was just explaining this to my client. Look at that beautiful shine. I was just explaining this to my client that this is her hair before, and then we're going to give her a nice trim. I was just expressing to my client that, like, when it comes to our hair care, you know, our hair always tells us what's going on with our hair. So, like, whatever you eat is going into your bloodstream. And when whatever is in your blood, when you stimulate your scalp, whether you walk or whether you massage your scalp, that blood flow is what activates those hair follicles to get your hair to grow. So if you're not eating what you're supposed to be eating, you're eating a lot of processed food, a lot of sugar, you're not getting no good healthy lean proteins and vegetables, vitamins, guess what? And eating all that trash, that's in your bloodstream. And that's the result of maybe why your hair don't look as healthy as it possibly can, because healthy hair, the foundation is your scalp. And up under that scalp, you got the blood. So what's in your blood? What's in your diet? What vitamins are you taking? And then also up under your scalp is your brain. All of this is connected together. I hope y'all listening. All of this is connected together. So if you stressed out, if you stress, you're going through something hormonal, all of this affects your hair, even medications. If you're on thyroid medication, blood pressure medication, you know, this affects, you got to think, your brain is right there and your scalp is there. So if you're stressed out or you're not taking care of yourself, it's going to eventually show through your hair. And just know your hair is always growing. I want to put it out there. Look how beautiful this client's hair look with this trim. Remember, trims don't make your hair grow, but it just helps maintain your hair, and it helps with length retention. But oh, her hair just look gorgeous with this trim. I just love how a clean trim head look. So y'all just think about this. I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about the foods and how all of this works together. Everything works together. So if you're stressed out, you're not eating right, eventually it's all going to show through your hair. And that's why when it comes to taking care of our hair and healthy hair, it's inside and out. Yes, you want to be using quality products. Yes, you want to have a routine. But it don't make no sense to get all the good hair products, do all the routines if you're not taking care of the inside. You're not taking care of the inside. So if you're suffering with your mental health, get help. Okay? Talk to a therapist. If you can't afford no therapist, start journaling. Get those feelings out. I had to do that myself the other night. Something was bothering me. I had to just cry and journal. And it felt so good. But I'm trying to tell y'all, stress will take your hair slam at. Okay, it's out. But stress will take your hair out. So take care of yourself. This is my client's results. I hope y'all learned something from this series. If y'all want me to do different series on, just let me know in the comments. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Bye.